not in yourself, but in the one who no one can take you out of his hands. And today we want to talk just briefly about the perpetual fellowship of Christ. Isn't that beautiful? A perpetual fellowship. Do you have a friend that you love to be around, who is always encouraging, who will pray for you, who will walk with you through trials, through ups and downs, through situations, through circumstances? Do you have a friend like that? Maybe you can't name one, but I can tell you one that will walk with you, and his name is Jesus, and he will walk in perpetual fellowship. And John 17:23 says, I in them and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. God loves Jesus, and God loves us, friends. So as we walk this Tuesday, walk in knowing that Christ walks with you in perpetual fellowship. That means he's always there. You know, God is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, always strong, always knows, sees everything perpetually. That's the type of friend that we have in Jesus. Oh, what a friend we have in Jesus. That perpetual fellowship that is always with you, always there, and no one can take you out of his hands. So on this Tuesday, walk in confidence. And on this Tuesday, walk in love. Speak life, speak love. Because the one who is the epitome of love is walking right beside you. You do not walk alone, my brothers and sisters. You have a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and his name is Jesus. All you have to do is just understand that. Ask him to open your spiritual eyes that you may see. Remember, he loves you. And remember that he is always there, perpetually. So keep in front of you Almighty God. Keep on both sides of you love and kindness. Keep under you an unquenchable fire. Keep behind you all of your fears, doubts, and failures. Keep above you an opening to serve all mankind, and you will make an impact in someone's life. Be blessed. Remember, there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Are you looking for a firearm? AB Prototype Guns and Custom Shop at Oak Ridge has hundreds of modern pistols, rifles, and shotguns in stock. They carry ammunition in popular calibers, and their friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you find the latest optic for your handgun or rifle. AB Prototype has an extensive selection of parts, magazines, and other aftermarket accessories. They're open Monday through Saturday, and discounts are available for veterans and law enforcement. AB Prototype Guns and Custom Shop, located at 1956B Oak Ridge Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Call 865-910-3602 or visit online abprototype.com.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Roane, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Phone lines open available. 865-457-1380. Whatever you want to talk about on your mind, whatever the case might be today, the phone line's here, ready to go. Put you on the radio, let you ask whatever you want to ask, say whatever you want to say, whatever the case might be this morning. 457-1380. Anybody, anywhere, anytime soon. Ask Your Neighbor on the air. Be back 2 minutes with your calls or music.
Republican Rick Scarborough is the conservative candidate ready to fight for you. He's pro-life, supports the Second Amendment, and as a former chief of police, he is the only candidate who knows firsthand what our officers need to fight the opioid crisis, stop the flow of human trafficking, and protect our seniors from scams and abuse. Career politicians will say anything to hold on to power. Don't be misled. Republican Rick Scarborough is the right choice right now.
Paid for by the candidate.
Disasters can happen anytime in your home or your business. That's why your locally owned and operated Rocky Top Restoration is here. Rocky Top Restoration takes the stress from any disaster. Water, fire, mold, storm damage. Rocky Top Restoration is here 24/7, 365. Their professional team at Rocky Top Restoration can have your home or business back to the way it was or even better. Find out more at RockyTopRestoration.com. Proud to be locally owned and operated. Rocky Top Restoration is your one-stop shop for any disaster. Building the future, restoring the past.
Also a part of RTR Construction, building new homes and doing major remodels.
H&H Body Shop is a family-owned and operated body shop. Here's Darla, co-owner of H&H Body Shop, on how she ended up in the family business.
Well, I was born into it, but I did choose it. I helped my dad at night on his paperwork when I was a kid. Then I started during high school coming up here. Then after I graduated on state, I ended up here full time. Daddy got ready to retire, and he wanted me and Barry to do it together. So me and Barry became partners in the early 90s, and we've stuck together ever since.
What do you think sets H&H Body Shop apart from all the others?
We try to fix your car like it was our own. A lot of times other body shops just don't care like that. We're a family business, and we act like a family business.
H&H Body Shop on North Main Street in Clinton. Call 865-457-9734. H&H Body Shop. There since 1960. There when you need them. All right, you guys.
We'll call it a day. We'll do this again tomorrow. We'll open the phone lines up, see what we've got, where we got, who we got, when we got. Thursday, David West, Stars and Stories, the Kaz Walker Show. We've got some guests lined up coming in the next few weeks that we'll have in here for you. And David's show Thursday, Phyllis Williams is going to be in here, widow of songwriter Kim Williams. She's got some new music. She's been working with some young artists. I think she's going to bring some of those in, so that'll be fun. But next week, we've got some folks lined up here over the next little bit, some guests to come in for you. In the meantime, when we have open phones like this, you guys can talk about whatever you like. I'm going to take this final 2-minute break, and then I'll come back here, and if you have nothing else to share, we will go and call it a day.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams July Summer Sale and get 35% off paints and stains from July 26th through August 5th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself, or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Ugh. Kitchen ants, runaway roaches, a spider. A spider. A spider! Relax. Just use Zevo. Zevo bug sprays use essential oils to eliminate those pests and up to 20 household insects. Plus, Zevo is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Just spritz the bugs and wipe them away. Zevo. People friendly, bug deadly.
And let's see here. Looks like somebody's on line 1. Just for you guys wondering, 865-457-1380 is the number. Good morning. This is Ask Your Neighbor on WYSH.
Good morning, Mr. Ron.
Hello, Gator.
But I just got to comment and see if me and you will back be on the same page. Do you think that woman is dying from the Secret Service knows something? I've been keeping up with it, and somehow, when she went before the Senate on the attempted assassination of President Trump, she don't know why this didn't happen, why that, as far as the local cops in there in Pennsylvania and the Secret Service. I've never heard of the Secret Service and the local police officers never being on the same page when a president is coming to town.
Yeah, me neither.
She didn't want to answer the question. She kept saying, she couldn't answer this. It's still on the investigation. She couldn't answer that. Something ain't spelling right with her.
Well, no, that's why she resigned, I'm sure, because she didn't know.
You think that's what it was? You think she really didn't know nothing? I don't know. I guess, Ron, after looking at all of the stuff, maybe that boy was deranged and acted on his own. I just don't know. It's amazing to me. And I never figured it out. I was looking at your number. But anyway, that's the only thing I had to say. But I know that whoever this acting Secret Service agent person that's supposed to appear, I guess today, go before the Senate. So we'll see what he knows.
Yeah.
I don't know if it just was messed up totally, and she don't want something just don't add up. I'm not saying she was behind. She couldn't have been behind him. That crazy boy trying to shoot Mr. Trump. I don't think that she set that up. But it's, like I said, how all these cops, people hollering down on the ground, this man is on the roof and he's got a gun.
Yeah.
It don't add up. And it was really a failure on that little town, or whatever they call it, whatever the name of it were, in Pennsylvania. They local police. It was a bad failure on them. If people is telling them, contacting them that somebody's on the roof run and nobody but one little cop supposed to, that's something else you don't hear. What was the status of the police that went up on the roof? That they claim when the boy saw him, he turned and points his rifle at him, and I thought they claimed he fell off the roof. But then what happened to him?
They say that he did fall off the roof or got back off the roof, but because of the he couldn't get his. But you would think he would at least have alerted somebody because that was that was plenty of time. I have no idea.
I can't see though, Ron. Just even though he might have went up, I don't even know how he got up on the roof. I guess the cop had to have a ladder to get up there. But it surely would have been another officer there to get his back.
Yeah,
that makes sense. There's nothing else said about still. Once the officer fell off the roof, what happened to him? He didn't break his neck, his back. He didn't get shot. He didn't. The wasn't he able to tell somebody?
That's
hey,
a good question.
He's on the roof. He got a rifle.
That's a good question.
Yeah, he's on the roof. But they ain't nobody saying nothing about that. They're not answering. I've not heard no answers to that. So, it's just amazing. But I do commend Mr. Trump that he's going to return to that place. He said he didn't want that to be a, thing that haunts him, I guess, the rest of his life, that he chicken out or whatever, and he wouldn't have been chickening out. Somebody about to just miss your brain or head about inches, and you wouldn't have been here. So he's going back and redo his thing. I thought they said they weren't going to let him do nothing outside, but I guess this time they'll have every tree and building and garbage can or whatever. He'll have somebody there this time. I would assume they definitely will.
He said he's going to keep doing them. He said he's going to keep doing. He said he's going to keep doing them outside. Yeah.
Well, I declare he brave. Then I guess I don't know if I want to keep. I don't know if I can go back out there and do that again and feel comfortable. And somebody just barely empty, just taking my whole head off. So.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd do it, but he says, he gets 30 and 40,000 people at his rallies, and there aren't buildings that can hold that many.
Yeah, I know it. I know that, but I ain't thinking about the 40,000 people when you think about your life.
Yeah, it's a lot different. I agree.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was when you look at what that little boy did, he did a lot of things that make you know he had this in his mind to kill some high-profile person.
Yep.
I'm not sure it was just targeted at Trump because they claim the FBI said they found a list of Biden and the senators and Nancy Pelosi and whoever else. So somewhere he has something against politicians.
Evidently.
I guess something, whatever it was. So but he obviously, to call or Google or whatever he did to figure out how far it was from where Oswald shot President Kennedy back in 1963. He had been really did some research on it. I really don't think Trump was just a total target, but he ended up becoming a target for him where he saw that they weren't really protecting him. How you can walk the ground 3 hours before the rally, and he had all this stuff, and the cops said they see all of this, but they're not checking into it. How did he walk up and down the place?
I don't know.
They see him, and they don't stop him and question him or nothing. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how you can fail that bad, I mean, you or I could see somebody with a gun and alert people. You think a policeman with two-way radios and all the contact and communications they have, see them.
I know what they do in Clinton, because over on Henderson Street, where we live, across from Jim, it's been like 6, 7, 8 months. It was some guy, I have no idea who he was. Something was wrong with him. He had a mental problem, and he kept calling the police and saying he was going to kill himself and kill somebody. And we had the street blocked off at least 3 times, and I bet they had 400 police cars on Henderson Street. They set up a command thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't get in from one end to the other one until they talked him out. Then they took him somewhere. He stayed out a couple of weeks, and they let him back out. He did the same thing the next week. He did it 2 or 3 times. So where he's at now, I have no idea, but they've not done it anymore. So Clinton, the police department, is on top of things. The sheriff department of Anderson County sets an example. They really respond the way a response needs to be when they think there's a threat or something. So I give them their props, and a lot of cop places across the country need to come to Anderson County and be trained to take after our police officers, because they do a 100% remarkable job. That's the truth. They respond. I have to tell you, brother, they respond.
Yes, sir.
I was telling my wife, I said, one thing I like about them, they're very, very respectful.
Yes, sir.
That's the truth. They say yes. They say sir to you. They say yes, sir to you. Even when they telling you something to do or don't do, they say sir, no, sir. They stopped me, and I was speeding twice. I ain't gonna lie, and they got me 2 times. And the officer comes to the car and he says, "Sir, you have driver's license, registration." You know, I'm just appreciative of that, sir.
Absolutely.
You know, and you know, so I'll say this to Bob: when people bring it on themselves, now there's sometimes that, like this officer I forgot where it's at. That he got arrested for that murder where he shot that woman in the kitchen. Now he needs to be in jail because he shoot a woman who got a pot of water, but she's not coming at him. She's standing there with a pot of water, and when she said what she said, I already knew. Soon as I saw it, where she told the cop something about "get out of there," and "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Well, obviously she had a mental problem. So the officer was too far from her, so he had a taser. Taser? What are you shooting her for? She doesn't have a gun or a knife. She just got a pot of water, but she's way a distance from you. So back up and shoot her with the taser if she doesn't put the pot of water down. What you shoot her in the head for is ridiculous. That happens sometimes. But like I said, Anderson County officers are very, very respectful. I didn't get tickets. They just told me to slow down, want me to be a fatality, and I respected that.
Yes.
But what I was getting at, what I was saying, anytime some idiot, an officer that night, okay, I know what I was getting at. Them two idiots down there in Crossville shot that state trooper. You remember that? Saw that last week?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah, I
now that is no excuse for that, Ron.
Nope.
Them guys, I know they didn't. Thank God they didn't kill that officer like they didn't kill Mr. That boy was successful at killing Trump. Same thing. But all he was gonna get was a ticket. And soon as he pull over and also walk around to the other side of the car, that guy opens up and shoots that officer 3 times. That's no excuse for that, Ron. I worked in the prison up there at Morgan County, where 2,800 and some of the baddest of the baddest is. They got 300 and some, 400 and some gang members of all kind of gangs. We walk right through them like it's nothing. I've been doing it for 16 years. But listen, I don't back down and bite my tongue. I'm sure some of them could kill me. They can, if that's what they really wanted to do, because I've got no way to defend myself other than fight with my hands.
Yeah.
But my point is this: I don't bite my tongue to them. I'll say it in front of the governor if he's standing there, and I tell them guys, when you do that kind of stuff, your tail should never get out of prison. That's the truth. There's no reason to shoot no police officer, because all you're going to get is a stupid ticket.
Yeah.
And even if some of them dirty, like that fool over there in Blount County that killed that officer over there in Blount County, and they caught him over there in Knox County about 3 or 4 doors from my wife's brother's house. There's no excuses for that. And when they put him on death row, that's where the heck he should be. I like to say another word, but that's where he should be, because there was no reason to take even if he was dirty, if he had some dope in his car. Well, but you're going to get probably 5 years or less, then you'll be back out on the street. And you took a man's life who had a wife and kids.
Yep.
All because you don't want to get busted because you chose to want to be dirty.
And he injured
you want to take that officer's life. There's no excuse. I said it at the prison. Them guys get real quiet. They won't say nothing to me. They didn't look at me. I don't care. I don't care if y'all like it. I'm going to say that because I've been on both sides of that fence.
Yep.
That's what I tell them. So now it's about, I said, I'm a chaplain up here now. So I'm not on y'all's side, and I'm not on the administration side. First, I'm on God's side, and I'm on the side that's right.
Yes, sir.
Real simple. But so that's the only thing I wanted to talk about, Ron. I just appreciate talking to you. Excuse me. I just wanted to hear your opinion. I'm drinking water.
Okay.
I wanted to get your opinion on what you thought about that Secret Service woman, because
I'm kind of like you. I don't know what to think. You know, I don't know what to think. If you take all the politics and everything else out of it and you just stepped back and looked at the situation, you would say that it's almost, I don't know that they can be that inept. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're talking about regular citizens screaming and hollering about a guy with a gun. Police officers supposed to be everywhere and just did nothing. So, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but
I don't either, but it don't sound good, do it? Okay, well, right quick. What about them people in that building where they said that the local police gathered to get the information for the day or whatever? Now, the cops, they had them on there, them whatever they call that place, and the cops themselves said they was in the building, Ron.
In the building he was on. Yeah,
but they said they didn't know he was up on the roof. They were in the building.
I don't understand what they thought that they were protecting being inside of a building when everybody else was outside.
In there like snipers. You know, they call them snipers.
Yeah.
So they was in the building, like, you know, watching themselves, I guess, like the so-called Secret Service. But because they didn't have no kind of communication at all between them and the Secret Service. So it stinks to high heaven. That's what it does.
Well, you get to a point where there's so much just disorganization that I don't know how they can be that disorganized without being that disorganized on purpose.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
It's almost too. You know, I mean, just a regular everyday deputy stops that kind of stuff. Much less the top, you know, Secret Service people in you know, they're the top of the top, trained as much as you can train. I just don't.
That's what I thought.
So I don't get it. I don't know if we'll ever know all, you know, everything there is to know.
I don't think so either. They're just gonna keep going around the bush.
Yep.
Going around the bush, and unless somebody else just plain step up and say, "Yep, I know this ahead of time. I had something to do with it, or whatever." You're right. They just gonna do like they did with the King theory and the Kennedy theory.
Yeah.
And them people have been gone 30 and 40 years, and they still ain't got to the bottom of it yet.
Exactly.
Exactly. So anyway, good talking to you there, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, brother. Bye.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't, but I can't find a way. I just don't see that many law enforcement officials all going brain dead at the same time, which is what you've got to do. You've got to have all these police officers ignoring all the people on the ground. A police officer that the guy pointed a gun at 10 minutes before he shot Trump, or how long it was. No drones. I mean, when I think I told you this the other day, when we were in New York City on New Year's, there were drones everywhere, helicopters in the sky, and drones. I mean, they were going to make sure nothing happened, or at least that you knew they were there. Police presence. I just don't see how we could not have at least had a drone. You know? That just seems normal to me. Eyes in the sky, or a helicopter up there hovering. I don't know if we'll ever find out. I said before, I don't think that there was a plan to shoot the former president. But I also don't think that there was a plan to protect him that day. I mean, obviously. And what do you think the state of the country, what do you think the state of this country would be in right now if that shooter had been successful? For one, it would have been a horrific thing to see, because it would have, it would have literally blown his head off had it hit. And his wife was watching it. I was watching. I was watching it in real time as it happened. So what would we be, what kind of conversations would we be having right now? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Because you talk about, conspiracy theories and angry people. Oh, my Lord. Like I said, I don't even want to think about it. Love Donald Trump, hate Donald Trump. No matter where you stand, I think everyone's going to agree, for whatever reason, the Lord's keeping him around. Good Lord is keeping him around for something. Because that kind of thing just don't happen. Somebody get into an event like that, get past the Secret Service, walk up to a building with a ladder and a distance meter, jeez, and then shoot a former president. Literally. That just don't happen. But it did. And he couldn't have turned his head any sooner or any later. If he'd have done it sooner or later, it would have been devastating. Had to be that exact second, that exact millisecond. Otherwise, he's dead. WYSH, good morning. This is Ask Your Neighbor.
Howdy.
Hello, Racing Jason.
Man, I'm telling you, Trump turned his head, just a split millisecond, like you said.
Yeah.
Turned and looked at them bullets come at him. But it would have blown the back of his head off.
Yeah, he talked about how he heard the other shots coming at him. You know, the kid shot, I didn't realize this, he shot 8 times.
Yeah, you could hear it, pop, 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 you know.
And then I think snipers shot twice. They got him with the first shot, but they shot again. I don't know if they did that on him.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure, I guess.
I reckon.
Man, this kind of funny. I seen on Facebook where a guy, he got on there and he said, I want you to see if anything's not normal. And so he put his camera up there, and he had a ladder and a gun. He said, is there something wrong here?
I'm like everybody else, Jason. I have no idea how that happened. It's inexplicable. You know what I mean? You just can't.
Oh, the system's failed him.
It's failed everybody.
Yeah, failed everybody.
I mean,
they failed to protect that man that died.
Yeah.
I don't know. Golly, man, it's getting to where you're going to have a bulletproof cage to get in to keep people safe while they speak.
If I was him, I'd wear a vest.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, he takes his own chin and goes on.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. That's I don't know how it's not bothered him. You know, I don't know how you.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be on his mind. I mean, the Lord can help you on that, though. But anyway, I've seen stuff that I shouldn't have seen. And it'll wear on you if you let it.
Yep. No, I can imagine. I don't see how a lot of emergency workers and some of these people that save lives, I don't see how they do it every day, but thank God.
I'm telling you.
Thank God for
my hat's off to them people.
Yeah.
People come, they go to, and they go see the worst just about every day.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I'd see that and I'd pass out.
Yep, me too.
Oh. But anyway, yeah. But I just say all the time there, we need to get as close as we can to the Lord there. He ain't going to put up with this nonsense you mocking him I talk about the Olympics now.
I know, yeah, absolutely.
And he gonna take us mocking him and shove it in his face. Man, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
I agree.
Yeah. If they only knew what was going to be coming to them, that they would change their mind. I would hope so, anyway. Yeah. But these minds, it's not going to be changed. So, and we just got to try to do what we can to help out one another and keep your ears open for people that might be, stressed out. You don't know what people's seen or heard, been through. So you just try to love up everybody if you can. And if you can help somebody, if you can, this world would be a lot better if everybody knew Jesus and our Lord.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, one day it won't be no evil whatsoever one day. And that's the day I'm looking for.
Me too, bro.
No pain, no more tears, no more thoughts about yesterday.
Yep. That's it, buddy.
Anyway, Ron, have a good day.
You too.
I hope everyone else does too. I want to let you know the trading time works. This fella called me, Stanley. He called me and he said he got a crate motor. So
go get it.
I'm going to go look at it today. Taking me a pocket full of money.
Ooh, doggies. Let me know.
Get my workhorse going again.
I know. You miss it, don't you?
I miss everything. Now, my work, my Jesus mobile, and my other one. I kind of thinking what I may have messed up on that motor.
What'd you do?
I was looking at a video and these people building them type of motors. And I've never had to deal with an oil pump that you bolt on the front of the crank.
Yeah.
And there's a way that you've got to shim that oil pump to center it up. Otherwise, it won't be centered, and you can mess that thing up like I did.
Well, at least you learned.
Yeah, but the hard way, bro, and I hate it.
I've learned the hard way my whole life.
I've always learned the hard way. So.
All right, brother, I got other calls waiting.
Have a good day, and I hope everybody tries to read your Bible every day. Stay as close as you can to the Lord.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Bye. Hey, thank you for hanging on. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is Phil Helton. I want to let all my friends and family and neighbors know I'm okay. I was not shot, but it's a wonder I'm not dead. Thank you.
Okay. We are happy about that. Okay. Ask Your Neighbor on the air. 865-457-1380. 808-777-711-4005. Anybody, anywhere, anytime soon? I'll give you 60 seconds here to see if you'd like to jump in and join us. If so, call me. I'll get you on the air. And if not, we got great classic hit country right around the corner.
Republican Rick Scarborough is the conservative candidate ready to fight for you. He's pro-life, supports the Second Amendment, and as a former chief of police, he is the only candidate who knows firsthand what our officers need to fight the opioid crisis, stop the flow of human trafficking, and protect our seniors from scams and abuse. Career politicians will say anything to hold on to power. Don't be misled. Republican Rick Scarborough is the right choice right now.
Paid for by the candidate.
Summer's here, and you know what that means. Vacations, fairs, home repairs, you know, all the usual fun summer stuff. The thing is, all that costs money. Don't worry, Shylock's Pawn has got you covered. You can get quick cash for all the activities you've got planned, and even for those things that come up unexpectedly from time to time. So plan that trip with a family or do the home repairs. Get the money you need with a loan from Shylock's Pawn. Shylock's has cash for you. Shylock's Pawn, 1204 Clinch Avenue in Clinton, 865-457-2960.
Enjoy your day, my friends and neighbors. We'll be back here for a Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday, mañana. Will you join me? I hope so. I enjoy so much hanging out with you. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you, hearing from you, and just being with you every morning. Having our coffee together. We'll do it again tomorrow. Join me, won't you?
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor. Or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.